1,
2, 3. Welcome to the Multiverse podcast, everybody. I'm your host, Jimmy or Chaos, with my co-host, Warren or Cosmic, and my other co-host, Wes or Nemo.
What's going on, everybody?
Episode 29. This is a Star Wars podcast, and we have absolutely massive news that we're just going to jump into here in a second when it comes to Star Wars. You laugh every time I say we're a Star Wars podcast, but truly we are. We really, really are.
I mean, that is really kind of how we start. When we started, we talked a lot about Star Wars.
We did. Well, we were crapping on Acolyte a lot. That's kind of when it came out too.
Well, I mean, on top of that, the news that we're about to discuss is
that's big. Big. Welcome everybody live. Whoever's in the chat, we'll see you here in a second when that updates. I actually have to get my chat popped out.
Kellen, welcome. Glad you're not missing this one. Thanks for being here, John, Jacob,
I got
Toasted,
it right there.
Justin, Will, Brandon, Noah, Justin again. What Star Wars podcast is back, he says.
Yes, Justin, that's what I'm talking about, man. All right, so if you're new to this is the Multiverse podcast. Once a week, we do this live on our YouTube channel, and it goes out to all audio platforms, usually the next day, Spotify, Apple, Podbean, all those good ones. So you can catch us wherever you want, whenever you want. The link's at the top of the description if you want to follow us on all our social medias. We tend to get some interactions on TikTok with some of our hot takes or angles that we talk about. So maybe follow us on TikTok if you're that. And let's just do it. Let's just talk about it. Just go.
I mean, I'm excited. Long overdue. Kathleen Kennedy
is out.
It doesn't seem like it does. Well, hold on. It doesn't seem like it's like official yet.
I mean, but it's everywhere.
Pretty dang clear. Yeah,
people are having parties. People are rejoicing.
Oh, I bet.
Lots of smiles.
I mean, when I heard it, I was like, Star-Lord, finally. Like, I was just like, it's like, and like, you know, we do tend to crap on things sometimes, you know.
No, we express what we don't like.
Right. And I don't want to just sit here and be like Kathleen Kennedy sucks, but let's just be honest, the direction of Star Wars the past 10 years? I don't even know. When did the Force Awakens come out? Was it
Kathleen Kennedy may be an amazing person. That's not
we're
not talking about her character or anything. We're talking about her vision for Star Wars.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is the vision was just bad. Now, there's a lot of things that go into that and a lot of people, but she gets like the approval of everything, like decides things. And like, I mean, you even look at the state of Star Wars the past 2 years or so. How many Star Wars films have we heard are going to come out that they're working on? Like a lot, like 7 to 10. Yeah, right. Taika Waititi, Kevin Feige, Patty Jenkins, Dave Filoni gets. It's just it doesn't seem like there is actually any direction. What it seemed like they were doing is just throwing things at the wall to see if they stuck.
I agree.
And that's not how you do it.
Because you don't really have a vision and a direction.
Exactly.
So you're kind of just out there and floating around and hoping something hits home with people. What's up, Justin? Toasted. Firestar's driving, but still watching. Definitely just listen. Don't watch.
Just listen.
John, Noah, how is
the
everybody?
Multiverse podcast is not responsible for any direction.
Exactly. It's good news. It's good news for the fandom. It's good news for people that want good Star Wars content, whether it be streaming episodes, animation, live screen movies, doesn't matter. It's good. Now the question is, who takes over? Who's at the helm?
I've heard it's Filoni or Feige's in the mix, which is crazy.
I saw something. Somebody said he wasn't interested or he turned it down. Or I mean, I don't know if that was credible or not, but I saw something the other day.
So this is not the first time that.
Come on. How could he do that?
That's my whole point would be he can't do both. He would have to jump ship, which I don't see happening.
I don't either.
Going into the mutant saga with the X-Men, Feige's not leaving.
Yeah, I don't think he's going anywhere. Justin, I was about to say that. What would the Star Wars fandom do if George said I'm back?
Oh, that would literally be like the greatest thing ever for everybody out there. Maybe
he's bored. Maybe he's like, you know what?
Dude, I don't think he will, bro.
You know what? What do you mean he wouldn't? He signed a piece of paper for $4 billion, and now they want to bring him back because they're desperate. You know he's going to literally bend him over. He's going to get whatever he wants.
He would have to have full control. Yeah, I mean,
it's double dipping. He may, dude, if he's bored, doesn't have anything to do, just chill.
Well, that's the thing is sometimes people really do get bored. I talked to like a father type figure in my life like a couple of days ago who's like 70. Really, he's part of this huge company. He's only worked for 2 companies his whole entire life. Absolutely insane.
Amazing.
And I was like, "Are you going to retire?" He's like, "I don't know what I would do." He's like, "I like to work. Like, I'd be bored." Like, and yeah, like that happens, right? You can only do nothing for so long until you're like, "What do I do now?" You know,
especially when you peak the whole monetary chase. I mean,
when you're done chasing money, when
he doesn't. He's got enough money set for generational wealth. So
it's not.
Maybe he just wants to
survive. Back. Yeah, he could literally go out and just buy luxury stuff all the time and still be perfectly fine. Like, $4 billion's a lot of money.
I mean, I think it would be great if he came back.
Well, of course it would be. It would be the best thing ever for the franchise, right? I mean,
imagine what the next trilogy would be like.
So here's the question more on my mind now. Kathleen Kennedy, she leaves. What is next? Do we do a completely different, I don't want to say franchise because it's still Star Wars, but like story, like we completely get away from Skywalker, or do you do like a reboot of some type?
I feel like if Kennedy's actually leaving, then the Rey storyline may be out the window.
Yeah, I don't think it'll get made
What does the chat think?
I'm curious to.
When Feige leaves the MCU,
what everybody
Dave Filoni cook. That's all they have to do. Just get Dave Filoni. He's already.
What about John? What about John Favreau?
Favreau and Filoni would be good
in general, right? Because he produces a lot for Marvel too. I don't think he would fully take over for Star Wars. I think he's like a big character for like Disney itself. But I think he would be involved if it's Dave Filoni. I think he would be involved. A lot, which is what they should do.
They should just do what DC's doing. You have somebody that does the business side. Maybe
gotta have a creative and gotta have the business face. I agree. Well, it's a good day to be a Star Wars podcast. So we'll leave it at that. You guys let us know what you think in the chat. I think we're all on the same page that it's a good thing, and we probably won't be seeing more acolytes if they bring in the right person. Now, if they go sideways and just I don't even. Never mind. It's gonna be good. They got rid of her for a reason.
Never mind.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. May the force be with us. Absolutely. Russo brothers talking Doomsday, Secret Wars. These movies are going to be a surprise to people. We found a way into the story that's very exciting, but very radical. We think it's going to challenge audiences.
Love to hear it.
Got to be careful.
You're okay. I was going to say you're like hesitating. What?
Well, because whenever somebody says challenge audiences, very radical, innovating, trying to step out, you got to be careful with that. You do. And I know they will be, and I know it's in good hands. You got to be careful because sometimes people radically try to innovate and then we completely go off the reservation on what source material is. And I don't feel like they're going to do that. But when I hear words like that, we found a way into this story that's radical.
Yeah, I mean,
are they saying challenge the casual audience or people like us? Because if they're saying challenge us, we really know most of the angles of what could happen to a degree. So if they're saying challenge like the actual super type fan people or the people that the 2%, it's got to be something wild. Maybe it's a Kang Doom.
No, I think it's Evil Avengers. I think it's OG people returning to be Evil Avengers.
Wasn't there a thing about the Illuminati? Technically, that's what Mr. Spoiler Alert Leader was teasing in the post-credit scene. Which is
I mean, so there was a version of Brave New World that had the Illuminati in it, and to me, I'm like, what version ever existed with the Illuminati in it? With what I saw, right? With what I saw, I'm like, you can't throw the Illuminati in there anywhere, right? Like
I wouldn't think you could. And for them to say that's what he was teasing at the end, that's so half-baked and open-ended.
That's what they did. Is they intentionally left it very open ended.
Yeah,
right? So they could
I
kind
feel
of
like
say
it was
whatever.
not trying, to be honest with you. But then again, the Illuminati is our stepping stone to getting a superior Iron Man, possibly too. So could be that.
Yeah, I have a theory that I'm like formulating in my brain about the Illuminati and Superior Iron Man and Doom and Kang. There is so many ways that they could go about this to make it
Well, they're gonna make it radical.
Like very, very good. But radical, I mean, when I hear radical, and I talked about this in a video, I think deaths. Like that's what I think. And one of the things going into Infinity War and Endgame, or it might have been more Endgame than Infinity War, maybe both. But there was a lot of talk at the time about stakes. There's no stakes in the MCU. Like everybody's safe, no one can die. Then they went and killed half of everybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna push back on that. I don't agree with that at all. Everybody who had any common sense knew at the end of Infinity War that every one of them was coming back. So there wasn't any.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I was getting into that when people say no stakes, and then we knew they were coming back, obviously, right? But then at the end, they did kill Tony, Natasha.
In Endgame, you had Captain retiring, being old, and Tony and Natasha. But Infinity War, there wasn't any stakes. You and I both knew. We all knew. We knew they were coming back. We just had to wait a year. That's not true stakes. True stakes is like
Endgame.
Tony gone and Black Widow gone, or if somebody actually goes, and the only way they ever come back is down the road, and it's a variant, and that true 616 hero is dead. That's a true stake.
Well, that's what they did. And so that's why I think when they say radical and challenging, I think you bring back all these characters that people have really loved for over a decade now, right? Approaching 2 now, and you have them be bad, and then you have them fight the people who really care about them, right? So it's like Sam versus Steve Rogers, Spider-Man versus Dr. Doom, who looks exactly like Tony Stark, who I'm still not convinced is a Victor Von Doom variant. I still think he's going to play Tony Stark variant, but you know what I mean? Yelena Belova versus her sister,
right? No, I mean, yeah, that'd be cool. I was wrong. John corrected me. There was 2 casualties, Gamora and Vision.
Well, it's one. Well, yeah.
Or 6-1. I call them 616 casualties. Then they were gone. So we got back another Gamora. Wait a second. We technically got a 616 Gamora back. She was just from a different time in the timeline. It
wasn't 616 Gamora. She was just in 616.
What do you mean? It was younger Gamora from the same.
She was from the same universe. Yeah. You're right. I stand corrected.
Just so many years back. And Vision. I mean, technically, Vision. You could say he was done. You got a white Vision floating around somewhere, but
what the hell? I have to fix something.
All right. Happy says, much love and respect for all the guys in production and chat. Wesley's talking to you.
AEW
production. I feel like the podcast starts to look better every time we do it, which is great. Toasta said, I think they might kill off Sam Wilson. I could see that personally. I think the rebooted MCU should have recasted Steve and characters. Soft reboot, I want Iron Man to be recasted. Same with Black Panther, Captain America. Well, I figure they kind of have to be eventually. You can only go on so long. Iron Man, Tony's getting old.
You're talking about Robert Downey Jr. is getting over?
Yeah, I mean, Robert Downey Jr. is getting old. So yeah.
I'm like, Tony?
Oh, you know what I mean. Yeah. All right. Chris Pratt's publicist wouldn't let him answer questions about Doomsday. His role confirmed. That's not true. I watched the interview, and he literally did, because he said, we did Guardians 3, and at the end it said, Star-Lord will return. And then he looks at the camera, and he's like, we're going to hold true to that, and now I feel like there's a Marvel sniper somewhere in the room.
So that particular clip that everybody is talking about, I know exactly what happened. I haven't said anything about it because I just don't care to let people... whatever, but all that was is, so my friend Law, who is on the Cosmic Wonder sometimes, and a lot of people know him because he does a lot of big interviews. He was on the carpet, but he was last in line. He was working for comicbook.com, and he's like, it sucks because the publicists and the actors only have so much time, and the publicist is the one who tells the actor, like, we're talking to this person, we're going to talk to this outlet, and they skip people sometimes, right? And so Law said that Chris Pratt was the only person who took time to talk to literally every single person on the line.
That's cool.
So going into that, because you can hear the publicist say, if you listen carefully, the publicist goes, I'm sorry, we're out of time. We have to move forward. She asked another question. The publicist is like, no more question. Like, she could have asked any other question, and the publicist would have been like, we're out of time. We can't, because we have to talk to every single person, because that's what Chris wants to do. So that's all that happened.
I was talking about him confirming. He confirmed. He's like,
you mentioned that people say that he's, he's not allowed to talk about it, and then he did talk about it. He's allowed to say, in the range of what he can actually say. He's allowed to say things.
He'll be back. He'll be back. He'll be back for Secret Wars for sure. Which means
the legendary Star would return. Like, literally said that.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's not going to be much surprise there. This next one's a waste of time. The MCU has Moon Knight return plans, but not season 2. I mean, the only reason they're going to even have him injected in anything is to get him into Secret Wars. But besides Warren, who cares?
I mean, there's so many people. Also, Wes cares, I think, too.
No, I didn't watch it.
Yeah, Wes cares.
I care. Yeah, very much.
We're not attached to the Moon Knight series. You like it, that's great, but you're not out there petitioning. We need season 2 now, and he needs to be part of the bigger picture because it was a yawn fest.
It was not a yawn fest.
It was a yawn fest.
I think it was one of the better MCU projects. When it comes to,
no way.
Actually, I can.
You got a big elephant on a boat out in the middle of nowhere.
But that's a part of MCU history and lore. Like, so I like that stuff.
So I'm going to pull a U. When you have a series and it's a yawn fest out of the gate, it's hard to stay with it. And it was a yawn fest. The first like 2 or 3 episodes were slow. We hardly got any action. I thought
it was a good tension buildup, actually. Because you know why? Hold on. You know why? Because in the beginning, they didn't really show him in the Moon Knight costume that much.
Yeah, which is stupid.
No, that's why it built anticipation.
And then we got
Sorry. We're talking about 2 different things. I'm talking about the trailers. They didn't really show him in the Moon Knight costume too much. They intentionally kind of really avoided that. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because to me it built anticipation. Like, we saw like one shot of him, but I was like, I can't wait to see him suit up and do all these type of stuff because we haven't seen it yet in the trailers, compared to Captain America Brave New World, where they revealed the big moment right away in the trailers. Little off topic, but still there was anticipation for me in the beginning of Moon Knight season 1, because I was like, I can't wait till he does this. I can't wait till he finds out. I want to know what happens when he finds out. Blah, 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 blah. Because I know he has all the split personalities and stuff. I don't know. I really liked it.
It wasn't an elephant. She was a hippo. Toasted nailed it. Marvel was too scared to become brutal with Moon Knight, or should have went with a TVMA. Should have been a Daredevil-esque type of series. Should have been bloody.
I feel like we had those moments. And yeah,
sure, we did not. He barely had any action scenes. Anyway.
Oh my gosh.
Ugh.
The number 1 Moon Knight hater.
Did you watch the same Moon Knight I watched?
I did watch it. Is it Khonshu that says the Moon haunts you in Marvel Rivals? We better, if he comes back, we better get a Moon haunts you Easter egg from Khonshu.
The Moon haunts you?
Yeah. All right. We already talked about Feige and Kathleen. So now let's shift gears. Go over to DC. They want to have 2 live action movies, 1 animated film, 2 live action shows, and 2 animated shows. They have a 6-year play that includes Justice League. So this isn't per year. This is like over the next 6 years. What?
That's too much. That's too much. And we also don't need it
per year, I believe.
That's way too much. And I think a lot of people know me by now. I don't like animation stuff. 1 animated film a year. Granted, DC is pretty good with animation, but I don't want that. Like, that's too much. You're gonna really spread. James is gonna be spread pretty thin if this is the route they're going.
Well, I mean,
like, this is what happened with Marvel in the beginning. Feige got spread way too thin.
No. It happened during COVID when they were just spamming, or right before COVID, or whenever it was when they were spamming Disney Plus. You got a new one every month, basically, or every 2 months.
That's what I'm saying. It's too much. You're gonna be spread too thin, like Kevin Feige was.
I do like the fact that,
like, if they just do like 2 animated shows, so you've got like what's it called, Creature Commandos, and then my adventure with freaking Green Lantern, like that along with a feature film, like it's not really that much, really.
We'll see. I do like the fact that they're saying a 6-year play for Justice League. That's cool.
My question is all 6 of those films or whatever, however many there are, are they all canon? That's the question. Because you've got like My Adventures with Superman, that's not technically canon.
I have a hard time getting into the animated projects, especially when they're not connected to the
Right. That is my
universe.
issue as well. Is when there's really no connectivity and it's animated, I'm like, "What's up, Wardlaza? How's it going?"
Oh,
Welcome
Justin
to the
doesn't want the animated shows to be canon.
Yeah, I mean the DCAU is absolutely insane.
Toasted's got a good question. Does that count Elseworlds? Does that count Batman 2?
That does count it. Yeah. So
Okay, well that's a little different then.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like
I thought that was DCU. That was like the new.
No, that's DC Studios.
So
That's
why
studios.
why the animated shows and movies? Like why make? Nah, whatever.
I agree.
Granted, I
mean,
mean, animation's probably a separate department, right?
Exactly.
They are.
But still, I mean, I don't know. I'm not an animation.
And they're all under the same umbrella of DC Studios. So like
I get it, but I'd rather have
like,
3 live action movies a year.
That's true. That's true.
2
I
and
mean,
then 1. You know what I mean? Like,
the animated stuff for DC has like been some of the best content we've ever had for DC. So I kind of want them to keep going. You know,
Kelly,
that's what I'm saying. Like it is very
better.
good. What, Jimmy?
I was answering Kellen. He said YFNSM versus Spider-Man 4, and we're like, we haven't seen Spider-Man 4 yet. We don't know. I hope it's fantastic.
I mean, I want to see Spider-Man 4 right.
Back to our roots. Star Wars Andor season 2 trailer dropped. I still haven't watched it.
Dude, I gotta go back and watch it as well.
I've got it. You know what? I'm going to commit. I'm going to in the next month. I'm going to watch Andor season 1. I'm gonna give it my full attention. I'm going to understand that it starts out slow, and I'm just going to see what happens.
I've been told episode 3 is when it heats up. So
it heats up. Okay. Well, I didn't make it to episode 3. I didn't make it to episode 3.
Same. Episode 2, I stopped.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's our goal.
All right.
Objective.
So we're gonna come back to Andor.
Is that a pact between me and you, Wes?
Yep. We gotta watch it.
All right.
I might need to rewatch it since the new one's coming out too.
Yeah.
So
yeah, dude, the trailer looked so good though. Like the music. Oh my gosh, dude.
Marvel rumored to be developing an X-Men TV series. Is this live action or is this animated? What are we?
Live action.
Yep.
Is it canon? Is it MCU or something else?
Yep.
No, it's canon.
We don't even have like a true.
It's coming after the
X-Men
movie. It's coming after the X-Men movie.
Oh, so this is rumored to be around when Batman 2 comes out, like 6 years from now.
No, I think it's what are we in 2025? So it's either going to be like at the end of 2027 or beginning of 2028.
It's Xavier's Academy will lead to the X-Men film. I don't want a TV series to lead to the film.
No. I don't think that's true. I think it's the opposite. I think we get a full X-Men movie first, probably because there's 2 release dates in 2027 after Secret Wars. I think one of them is for the actual X-Men movie, introducing us to the X-Men, the main X-Men like Professor X, Scott Summers, Cyclops, whoever's going to be there. And then we get the X-Men show showing us kind of the insides of the school and upcoming potential X-Men roster. It's supposed to be focused on the younger mutants going to the school. But from what I've heard, the movie is supposed to come first.
Okay. Toasted, I mean, aren't we in agreement that we think the next saga is going to focus around X-Men after Multiverse?
Oh, Kevin Feige already said it's the mutant era.
Yeah. So definitely going to be the focus. Clayface, Toasted. That's funny you said that. Segue. We'll skip one. I'll come back. Daniel Radcliffe being hired to play Clayface, directed by James Watkin. I like Daniel Radcliffe a lot.
Same. He's the homie. He's the goat.
I love him. He's awesome.
I know Warren's not sold on Clayface, and every time we talk about it, he's like, and then we're like, don't forget Penguin. You know,
I don't.
You can't lie. You can't lie and say when you first saw the Penguin thing and Colin Farrell, you're like, okay, that looks decent, whatever, but you weren't excited. Not like
here's the thing.
Matt Reeves was attached.
No, here's the thing. It was a spinoff of the Batman, which I love, and
so it's Clayface.
I like the Penguin as a character. I don't care about Clayface at all. That's the difference.
You're gonna care about him.
I hope I do. I hope I'm wrong. I hope they change my mind and it's amazing. I hope so. And I'm going into it open-minded, but I don't care right now. I'll watch it, but I'm not excited.
If they're doing a Clayface, are they slowly building a Batman Elseworld universe here?
No. That's all canon. Clayface is canon.
Yeah, this is part of the DCU.
This is DCU.
But Pat Bat's not, right?
No, that's Elseworlds.
Okay, the Penguin is Elseworlds.
Yeah. It's the reverse.
100%.
Elseworld reverse, yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, what's your point?
Yeah.
Are they going to keep like trying to build on that and have like two? I mean, have the Batman cinematic universe and then the DCU.
Clayface is connected. My guess what they're doing with Clayface is they're trying to build up the arc of the gods and monsters side of things for the big bad. Because obviously chapter 1, gods and monsters, it's all leading up to something. I think this pushes us forward. I think there's also a possibility that we do get a Batman like teaser in that because it's Clayface. It's a Batman villain.
Yeah.
It'd be weird not to have that. So yeah, but yeah, it's very much canon.
Do you think DCU will get the Court of Owls at any time?
I would love the Court of Owls.
I think that's wise because I think a lot of people really love it.
Yeah, I think that would be really good too. James Gunn met with Zack Snyder. God,
dude, I know. I was actually kind of like, whoa.
Or even the
you don't think that they were in the same area for something? They said, you know what? Let's break the internet and troll everybody and put out a picture.
They invited him to like the big DC DCU discussion.
I feel like James Gunn is a puppet master, and he's like, yeah, you can come and let me take a picture with you, so we could literally get everybody out there to speculate.
I'm not on board of the whole like Zack Snyder train to where it's like
I'm not either.
Everything James Gunn's doing and bring him back. I liked his stuff, right? I'm a fan of Zack Snyder. I'm a fan of what he created. I'm not screw everything else besides Zack Snyder, right? I'm very pro James Gunn and everything that's happening right now. But it would be pretty cool if they did do like another Elseworld where they brought back Zack Snyder to finish some of that stuff.
I'm tired, man. I'm tired.
That's the flip side. No, that's the flip side though. Is one, it's too confusing for the general audience. They can't do it.
Yeah,
it's too confusing. And then two, like I do feel like it's time to put some things to bed. I think it would be really cool, and I'd be here for it. But logically, going into the new universe that I really want to succeed, they need to put everything else to bed.
I agree. Toasted said the room that they were in that picture was actually the room for the creative heads of DC Studios.
Yeah. So they invited a bunch of people, like press and stuff, and they just had like a sit down.
Okay. All right.
In the picture they said was just like James doesn't want to think that he doesn't want people to think that like they hate each other. So that's one of the reasons why they took the picture.
That is not why
they want them to be pitted up against each other. But like
he did it for clicks, bro. He did it for clicks.
100%.
He's also trolling, trying to build hype.
100%.
Will they use Zack Snyder as a director in the future? Possibly. Do I think that he should be like barred from never touching the projects ever again? No, I think he's a good director. I think he has the ability to make a good movie.
He's not toxic. It's his freaking following.
Right, there's nothing wrong with him. Yeah,
because he made one good movie.
Yeah, exactly. Where'd it go? I want to touch on this before we go to hit or miss. Justin said, Ward, did you see your favorite actor Rachel Zegler make a comment on the upcoming movie Snow White? I watched it and she is backpedaling hard.
What did she say?
Basically, everybody that was upset for what I said, I understand. They're just true fans of the original, and I appreciate that. And we all have our different vision, but at the end of the day, the true fans love what they love. She's backpedaling hard. She got in. How long do
you think it took her to memorize that after her PR team?
You signed this contract, and it is time for you to promote, so this movie doesn't completely tank.
Exactly. They wrote everything for her.
It's too late
for her.
It's too late.
It's by far. I'm not seeing it.
It's too late.
Yeah.
What it's not too late for is that.
Oh, snap. It's hit or miss time.
For all you audio people, that's a thumbs up and a thumbs down. Hit or miss time.
Okay.
Guys, we are doing a record today. This will be the shortest podcast we ever do because at 5:30 on the dot, which is 31 minutes, I'm disappearing from this chair. Just letting everybody know. Gotta go.
Let's get it. Okay, here we go. Hit or miss, Kathleen Kennedy.
What do you mean?
Her project. She's an executive producer.
Her leaving?
Her leaving's
okay.
Her leaving's a green
first.
No, dude. We all no.
Okay.
She is a miss.
Her projects.
I'm playing
stuff like. Kathleen Kennedy is like a producer / head of Lucasfilms. Hit or miss?
Miss.
Okay. Next up, hit or miss. Pokemon Go.
Say miss. Man, I put a lot of hours into this in the begening.
Me too. In the beginning, right? In the beginning, yeah.
Wasn't there an article saying they sold all their stuff to some company? All their geotagging
and the Saudis, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's gonna be something for what was it? It was funny. It was like
I would say overall it's a hit. I
think Niantic bought them. It was like Niantic got bought or something by the Saudis or something. I don't know.
I don't play it.
Niantic used Pokemon Go player data to build AI navigation systems.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
I almost spit out my drink.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hit or miss. John Lithgow as Dumbledore.
Hey, spell his name. Who is he?
John Lithgow, Trinity Killer. He played Winston Churchill in The Crown. You know his face. Just look him up real quick.
I thought he
Isn't it, it's who we talked about last
No,
time.
no,
right?
he's still alive. Yeah, we talked about it last week.
Who was
Yeah,
it?
he's the grandpa from Home Alone, right?
No.
Is that not him?
No,
Am I
no,
thinking
no.
of something else?
No, I know this guy. I know this guy. He's been in
No,
everything.
He is. Yeah.
Oh, is he? Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
he is.
Oh, he
I
was in
think so.
Interstellar too. He was the guy that lied to the entire world, said he was fixing things, and he wasn't. That's
But
him,
yeah.
too.
John Lithgow, Dumbledore. Hit or miss.
So here's my problem.
That's a hit. No.
I'm gonna say a miss. I'm just gonna play the other side of it. He may be too whimsical. Most of his characters, he's done a couple series, but most of his characters are very comedic.
That's Dumbledore in the books. He's a whimsical, kooky guy.
No, he's not. No,
Yes, he
not.
is. Yes,
He's like a dry saltine cracker. He's not.
No,
really,
dude,
oh my God,
he's a
this
kooky
guy.
person. Like that's what he.
Mm.
John Lithgow.
Where did Home Alone come out? And I'm trying to look it up.
The main villain from The Accountant. That's a good movie. Accountant 2 trailer looks good. Ready for that with Mr. Punisher back as his brother.
Thank you.
Can't wait for that. Well, everybody said it was a hit, but me. So
And you said it wasn't just to say it wasn't. You don't even believe it.
sometimes I do that, Warren. Somebody's got to be the bad guy. Somebody's got to be the Bill Lambier to your Rodman, right?
Okay, I guess he wasn't in Home Alone. He was in Third Rock from the Sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up, Andor season 2 trailer. Did we even watch it yet?
Oh, I haven't watched it
Oh, I
yet.
did. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go.
What do you think?
We'll
I'm
skip
gonna
this. I thought it was really great. Hit.
Chat,
Major
Andor season
hit.
2 trailer. Hit or miss? Hit. Haven't watched it yet.
This is bugging me. I have to look it up. Who's the guy from Home Alone?
What are you talking about?
Just keep going. We're good.
Okay, we're
next
going.
one.
Okay. Hit or
Okay.
miss. Supernatural.
The show?
The show. Yeah.
I've never watched it.
I didn't watch it like religiously. I mean, from what a lot of the episodes I've seen were pretty good, so I say it's a hit.
W.
I haven't watched it.
Okay. Next up, hit or miss. The flat sheet on your bed. So you got the fitted sheet on the bottom, and you got the flat sheet, and then you've got the comforter.
Usually
I
gets
don't-
kicked
I
off
don't- I
to the
don't-
floor at the bottom of the bed, and half the time I don't even use it.
I don't sleep with one.
Oh.
I literally don't have one on
Yes.
my bed.
You know what's a hit though? The cool side of a pillow, a cold pillow.
Yes, that is a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Is it?
that's all for hit or miss. Yeah, we're
Wow. Oh,
Yeah.
we're cooking.
we're cooking. You set the pacing, Jimmy. This is all you, dude.
I mean, I said I had to leave the chair. You guys can hang out with the chat all night if you want to. I just said
That's
I had to leave the chair. I have
That's fair.
commitments to my daughter's all-star cheer that I have to be there for. I will say one thing randomly before we get into Would You Rather. I'm playing PGA 2K25, and I used to be big into golf for like 15 years. Like I was big into golf, and I started playing this stupid game, and it literally has golf trapped me. I spent over $1,000 yesterday on a new driver and a new 3-wood. Got a new bag coming. Yeah.
He's on his boomer era, guys. Oh
Yeah.
no.
There you go.
Why is that? What is that? What is getting into golf have anything to do with boomer era? There are
Only-
tons of young people that golf. I'm just now my algorithms
and they
hit on
golf
TikTok, and there's
with
so
boomers.
many golf influencers.
And
No, a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of
There's
golf
a ton of
influencers.
them.
My buddies, just the nobodies. They do a lot of golf content actually.
Yeah. You ever golfed a round in your life, Wes?
Yes, I have. Yes.
Yep. Not putt doesn't count.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
And it's a boomer sport.
Okay, I've officially looked it up. Not the guy from Home Alone that I'm thinking about. Completely different actor.
That's okay. We did get some news that Warner Brothers shut down a bunch of studios. They shut down Monolith Productions.
Did they?
Yeah, yep. The Wonder Woman game has been canceled. They shut down the Multiverses game. They shut down that studio as well.
Oh yeah, I did hear that.
Yeah.
I did hear that actually. I never played
Yep.
that, but I thought it was doing well.
Well, so the issue with Multiverses, and I will never understand why they did this, but They launched it in alpha, right? Everyone was hyped. Started playing it like crazy. Everyone was playing it. Not everyone, but like a lot of people were playing it. But then they shut the game down so that they could finish developing the game.
Oh my god!
And then they re-released it, and then it died. It was like dead on arrival. It's like, what are you guys?
Done that?
Oh yeah, the Wonder Woman game. Rip on that too. It's gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's gone.
You can't release something, close it, and then like, that was bad move. Bad strategy.
Yep.
Yeah, it was for sure. All right. Would you rather?
Would you rather time? Okay, guys, let's get it.
Would you rather?
Would you rather face off against the Joker or Green Goblin?
Green Goblin. I feel like the Joker's just way more tyrannical.
Green Goblin has a lot of tech, and he does have like, he's enhanced. He has like a serum in him, right? So it's like, I don't know. You can't hand-to-hand combat him. You'll lose. But Joker and all of his tricks and everything, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
I think I have to go with the Joker because I think Green Goblin would just hit me with a pumpkin bomb and I'd die.
I feel like Joker would Joker would come at you from dark angles. I don't know. I'm more scared.
Maybe I do fight Green Goblin because I want to die fast and not be tortured by the Joker. Just kill me up, hit me with the glider right through the chest, blow me up with a pumpkin bomb. Don't mess with me, just kill me. The Joker, I feel like, would mess with you.
I agree.
And then write ha 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 all over your body and leave you for Batman.
I agree.
Okay, would you rather wield a lightsaber like Luke Skywalker or Mjolnir like Thor?
That's a good one. Yeah, I'm thinking the hammer.
I can fly.
I feel like lightsabers are super. They don't play off Skyrim clips with the
£2.50 or euros.
$2.50 pound. Hey guys, favorite Jedi and Sith. Mine is Nihilus and Yoda. Hold on one sec, Skyrim. I feel like lightsabers are really dangerous, and it's not practical in the sense of I see so many times where they're doing stuff and just a quick little whoop and your arm's gone, or whoop and your ear's gone.
That's why they train since they're young.
Whatever.
But Force hammer you can fly with.
Mjolnir would
now,
be
if
cool.
you would tell me I get a lightsaber and the Force, then I'm choosing that.
Mjolnir would be cool.
But Mjolnir, yes.
Mjolnir.
My favorite Jedi. Probably Yoda. Or no, it's Obi-Wan. My favorite Jedi is Obi-Wan. And Sith is Revan. Darth
Revan. Yep, that's a good one.
I'm gonna go favorite Sith. Man, I really liked Maul, but he wasn't one and done in like Clone Wars and stuff. But I'm gonna go OG. I'm gonna go Darth Vader. And favorite Jedi, Obi-Wan, but I really, really liked Qui-Gon too.
Yeah, yep. I'm going Obi-Wan though.
None of us say
Obi-Wan and Darth Maul, dude. That scene of him like putting out the saber and it going one side and then it hitting the other side with the dual saber. Yeah, that shit was iconic.
Yeah, and I love when people line that up to like the Joe Rogan like that meme. Like the first time Maul pulls out a saber.
Yep. Okay, we are a Star Wars podcast, so would you rather live on Tatooine or indoor?
Indoor. Tatooine's hot. It's a desert. Indoor.
Yeah.
Lush. Or rivers, streams, Ewoks.
Yeah.
That's easy. That's an easy one.
Okay.
I didn't like Mace Windu. I always thought he was cocky.
He had swag. I love Mace.
He wanted to have swag.
Jackson's cocky. No, you think Sam Jackson's cocky.
No, he wanted to have swag. He was trying too hard.
Nah. He was just right, dude.
Yeah.
There was a cutscene in Revenge of the Sith that he was actually being really nice to Anakin. I don't remember what it was cut out, but I remember watching. I was like, okay, why didn't they show that side?
They didn't want people to see that side.
Don't be a duke.
Okay.
He was Force sensitive to know, yo, something's up with this kid.
Yeah.
That's all.
I think there was something. I don't know.
Okay, next up. Would you rather have Wolverine's healing factor and claws or Storm's weather control powers?
Well, healing factor kind of makes you invincible, invulnerable, whatever, to a degree, right? I mean, I guess Storm.
I'm going Storm. She's an Omega level mutant, and if you like Yeah, no, she's an Omega level mutant. She's incredibly powerful.
Yeah,
You can
but
fly-
Wolverine, you like
Fly with
break
it.
your toe,
You
it just fixes in 30 seconds.
Yeah, but if you're
Yeah.
Storm, you're powerful enough to really not put yourself in a bad situation, and you can
Sweet.
wipe out enemies really quickly.
Storm's not. We're talking about their powers here in our world. You're not going around wiping out enemies, Warren.
Watch me. I'm lifting banks up from the vaults and taking them with me with tornadoes. And if anyone gets in my way, lightning.
No YouTubers piss off Warren.
I'm flying
coming
out
at
of there
you.
so quickly, and anyone's flying at me is getting struck by lightning, man.
That's funny.
That's
boom.
great.
That's a good point too, Kellen. And I don't want to live forever.
True.
Who wants to
Yeah.
live forever?
Okay.
Anybody know the movie? Who wants to live forever? I bet somebody in the chat knows it. Give me
Okay.
2 seconds. You watch this.
3,
Somebody's
2,
about to-
1.
Somebody's about to type it.
It sounds familiar.
Somebody's about to type it.
I know
on,
what
guys.
it is. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I don't know.
Come on, guys. It wasn't from
champ.
your time. It's definitely a boomer movie, as Wes would put it. It is Queen, but what movie? Come on.
Labyrinth?
You got this. Nope.
Will they
It's
get
actually
it?
a movie that's getting rebooted right now.
Of course it is.
There
because
you go,
everyone-
Toasted.
Highlander.
Highlander.
I had a feeling it'd be Highlander. I wasn't sure.
Isn't it Chris
Okay.
Hemsworth doing Highlander? Or is it? No, it's Cavill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Henry. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what Highlander's premise is, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You take their head, you get their power.
There can only be one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather go to Jurassic Park and deal with dinosaurs, or go back in time with Back to the Future?
Back to the Future all day long. Jurassic Park, I don't want to go
Are
get
you
eaten by
saying
dinosaurs. Jurassic
like it's a good thing, right? That's
Yeah.
what,
Back to the
Right,
Future, I get to pick where I'm going. Yeah,
As an
I just
ARC
gotta make-
player, you could tame those dinos and
No,
possibly
you would
control.
not.
no. Why risk it? Just
Back
no,
to the Future, as long as you
yeah.
don't break your gas line, you go check anything out.
But then what
Yeah.
if you change the past and you get dinosaurs in the future? Oh my
But,
gosh.
Dude, literally,
Then I'll
back
go
to the
back
future,
to
just go
get-
back and see dinosaurs if you want to see
True.
dinosaurs that bad.
Yeah, I want to see dinosaurs, okay?
Okay, well then Back to the Future is your pick.
Okay, well there you go. Let's get it. Okay, hot take.
You got to hook up with your own mom. Yep. Back to the Future.
Okay, hot take. The Minecraft movie will be amazing.
I don't think that's a hot take. I think it's gonna be pretty
I think
damn good.
I think we crapped on it too early. I think it's probably going to end up being pretty good.
Y'all crapped on it too early.
You
I
were
didn't.
right there with us.
Nope.
Don't even.
Go back in the
No,
VOD, watch it.
Wes liked it from the beginning.
Did he?
did. He
Yep.
was really excited
Yep.
for it. Yeah.
No.
Yep.
Well, to me,
It's just
Warren
the first
definitely
trailer
crapped
was-
on it.
Well, the first trailer was really underwhelming.
It was, and then when
Yeah.
Jack comes out, I'm Steve. We're like, no.
I mean, yeah, like I've said this before, I have zero association with like the character Steve in Minecraft because I have like my own skin and everything like that. When I play Minecraft, I'm not like, I'm Steve, yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care. They could have chosen anyone for Steve.
The question is Hero Brian going to be in it?
Ooh, good question.
Yep.
Maybe. We'll see. Okay, hot take. Movies in the theaters don't stay in the theaters long enough. They should stay for at least 3 months.
No, that's too long.
That's a long time. 2 months is fine.
Month and a half, 2 months. Yeah.
You know they're
Especially
trying to change it,
nowadays
right?
with streaming and everything.
Here, let me hit you
Right.
with it. Do you think a movie should drop in the theater and on streaming at the same time?
No,
Like a lot of the
Yes.
HBO movies do.
no,
Or Max.
I don't think so.
It depends on the
No.
network
Okay.
and the hype level. Here, hot take. The Harry Potter seasons should be in the movie theaters.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh yes, no, I agree with
Dude,
you.
going
Yes,
to see the Harry Potter show in the
Yes,
theater, like
absolutely. I think a lot of people would
Harry,
do that.
Harry Potter had a
A lot
show?
of people. It's coming out with a
getting a
show.
show,
What are you
Jimmy.
talking
You're
about?
talking about the HBO
casting.
show.
yes,
Yeah.
Should
that
those be in the
should
movie
release that
theater?
in the theaters.
yeah,
You need to show 2 or 3 at a time.
Of course. Yeah.
yeah. That's
No.
I'm
fine.
not paying for popcorn and drink on an hour or 55-minute show.
No, yeah, showing 2 or 3 at a time
Wes would.
in the theater. I would
Yeah.
just do that. I really would.
I would see it every week.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
I actually would too. In all honesty, I'd go each week.
Going like watching Harry Potter
Mm.
and not going to the movies just seems out of place.
So if they
Need to
do
make it
that
happen.
Rings of Power season 3, you're going to go to the movies?
No, because Rings of Power needs a lot of building.
A lot of
They
work.
need to
Needs a lot of
fix
work.
their stuff.
Huh.
Okay. Next up,
You guys
hot
aren't
take.
true Lord of the Rings fans.
That's not true at all.
No, I am,
Like
and
the
that's,
peak.
I think it needs a lot of work.
You're posers.
Okay,
How
hot
many
take.
wizards are there again,
Nope.
Jim?
Yeah, Jimmy, how many?
I'm a man and
And I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't care. I don't know. I don't have to explain myself.
Okay. Kathleen Kennedy exiting from Star Wars will be a disaster. She was heavily needed.
No, absolutely not. It's going to be the best thing for the
She
franchise.
gone.
Since
She-
she was there.
She gone.
Yeah. I don't
Again,
think anyone is sad about it.
I haven't seen one
I mean,
negative
George probably
I've
is.
not seen anything negative.
thing, and that's pretty rare to not see anything negative on one side or the other.
Right.
So
What
I
will
mean,
South Park do? Like they gotta they're gonna have to not make fun of her anymore.
they'll just turn
Sad.
focus on somebody else to make fun of.
chicken it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll come up with something. They'll probably start hitting the Elon Doge stuff pretty soon. I would assume.
I'm surprised
Yeah.
they haven't yet.
Yeah, they will.
I've seen so many memes.
Imagine owning that, being those two guys, and you literally just get to make fun of everybody, and you have a longer leash with your network than most. You can
yeah.
like
Anyone.
push the limits. Yeah,
They can do whatever, like straight up.
it's crazy.
literally whatever they want. Yeah.
Yep. They're amazing.
Was that it?
Okay, next up, hot take. Harry Potter show will be better than the original movies and the books.
No, it's definitely not going to happen.
You're not going to be able to capture the magic like before. Yeah.
I predict we're going to be sitting here on the show. We're going to have watched the first episode. And you two are going to be really sad because you're like, this is not what we signed up for. This is not like the original.
I haven't signed up for anything.
I will tell you with
No,
an absolute certainty, no.
I think that it has great potential. But Jimmy, you've talked about capturing nostalgia before with Star Wars, and you don't think it's possible. I think it's the same thing with Harry Potter. Like, I think back to the times where I watched Deathly Hallows Part 1 and Part 2, and it's like the build up to that and the hype for that. Like, it's not going to be the same for the shows.
There's reasons. There's reasons you're attached to those. It's those first impressions and the things that you can't remake or you can't duplicate.
You
doesn't work
can,
that
though.
way.
You can.
You
That's
can't.
kind of the issue.
Name one that has been name something that's got a classic.
That's what I was going to say. That's the issue with remakes.
Yeah,
right.
They can be
It's
fun
like-
to go watch and see it in a different revamped version or whatever, but it's not going to hit you like it hits. Everybody has a story. You have your story of Harry. You just told your story of Harry Potter. My first movie ever in a movie theater, Star Wars: Empire Strikes Back with my dad. You can't duplicate that stuff. You just can't.
I think they should only remake stuff that like
That's
they
okay.
could actually do better, like a lot better. You know what I mean? Like, but things that are like already really good, why?
Yeah, I don't
We
know.
don't need to redo them. I am like intrigued.
I mean,
and attracted
Dune.
to what?
Dune. They remade those, and those are wildly successful compared to the originals.
That doesn't mean they're better.
That's what I'm talking about. They did
They
them
are
better.
better.
But I am attracted to the thought of going deeper into the Hogwarts world, going deeper into things that were in the books that weren't in the movies. Like, that's really appealing. They just have to get it right.
Yeah.
But still,
Mhm.
having said that, the build-up's not going to be the same because we've already been through it, right? We've been through it with the books, and then we've been through it with the movies. So I don't think they capture. I don't think it can be better than the books and the movies.
Which one do you like least, Warren? Batman or Iron Man?
I mean, okay, first of all, you're phrasing that poorly. You should ask who I like more.
No. Who do you like the least? Batman or Iron Man?
I like Batman more than I like Iron Man.
Okay, I just needed a soundbite of you saying Iron Man because a minute ago you said I'm really attracted to, and now I can cut it and put Iron Man.
Oh, William, Snow White popcorn bucket.
Oh, you got to buy it,
Get
dude.
it
It's
and-
gonna be
we get it
Rachel Ziegler's head.
and mess with it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. Anytime we have like a negative take on something, I'll bring out the popcorn.
The
bucket.
Snow White popcorn bucket. Yep.
Yeah.
Or a picture of Kathleen Kennedy, or a picture of the acolyte.
Or just the
Whatever.
acolyte, because we now
Yeah.
have our verb acolyte it.
Hot take: Zack Snyder visually is a good filmmaker, but his script wouldn't bug me unless someone else writes the film. I mean, it's not the worst take.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's a good take.
It's not a bad take.
Yeah.
I don't like how dark everything was with Zack Snyder. I really don't like that.
It got very
dark, not like the story dark, but
it got very like almost Phantom of the Opera-esque at times.
it's muddy, and I don't like
Muddy?
that.
Okay.
Yeah, like think of 300. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like it's not
Yeah.
all like
Mhm.
crystal clear. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's very dark and gritty and muddy and yeah, not my favorite.
You like vibrant colors. Pop.
No, because I was gonna say, but I do prefer the look of Henry Cavill Superman over what we've got
Which
right
is
now.
dark,
very
gritty,
light
muddier.
Superman. Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like that universe it works a little bit better to do the darker, grittier thing. But I'm just saying, like visually, that's not my choice of how I want
Right.
to watch.
I think somebody just bought the rights to James Bond. It was Amazon.
Amazon did.
Now owns James
I'm
Bond. You're about to see James
so worried
Bond
about that.
everywhere. Jimmy, what do you
James
think about
Bond is
Squid
something
Games?
that doesn't. James Bond is something that can't be released too often, and that's what concerns me. Now we're gonna have
Amazon's
like,
got it now, bro.
Oh, I know. It's like it's gonna be the death of it. This is bad. It's not good. It's a bad thing.
I agree. Yes, I played SOCOM on PS2 and PS3, William. That shows how old I am.
Got one more hot take, guys. Ready?
All right.
Hot take. Gaming should only be done using a keyboard and mouse. Controllers are old news.
Yep.
And Warren's like, I'm gonna play Rocket League, a primarily controller game on keyboard and mouse because I'm a
keyboard and mouse.
professional.
I can't hold a controller anymore. I'm like, what do I do with this? Like, it's hard.
Wow.
It's like okay, Fortnite. This was like a few years ago. I had been playing on mouse and keyboard for so long. Then I went to my friend's house and he was playing Fortnite. And he's like, "Oh, you want to play?" I'm like, "I can't." And I started playing Fortnite with a controller, and I got really good at it. Literally could not play it again after I went to mouse and keyboard. Did not know how to work a controller. Like, just wasn't there. Muscle memory wasn't there.
Keyboard is or controller is more immersive. Toasted. See, they're pushing back on you, Wes. They're pushing back on you. It is more immersive. You've got it cradled in your little baby hands.
Controller can be more immersive. Yeah, I agree.
It is too. All you're doing is fingering the keyboard and you're clicking the mouse.
Yeah, but
it's not just fingering the controller.
No, the controller you're coddling in your hands, and it's part of you.
What? You're doing the same thing with the mouse. The mouse is literally a part of my hand as I move it.
No. You're using your thumbs. We've got our whole arms
into it, and you're hitting the buttons on the side, the buttons on the top. You're moving your arm. What are you talking?
William wants a hello, Wes.
Yo, William, what up, homie? Shout out to you, dog. My goat.
That's it. That's a new record. That's crazy. We did it.
See what you can achieve when you put your mind to something.
You see what you can achieve when Jimmy's like, we got to do this fast today, boys. All right. Guys, this will be the shortest one probably for a while.
It won't be a habit. Okay.
Won't be a habit. I just got to, like I said, they could keep going. I got to go do daddy duty. I can't miss that on. They have NCA this week, which is the biggest cheer comp in the world. 60,000 people, 17,000 teams. So it's a big deal. Yeah. Yeah. They win. They get the big megaphone trophy and the varsity jackets and all that crazy stuff. It's a big deal. It's like the Super Bowl.
Is this like what they were trying to get and Bring It On?
I mean, yeah, think like that. Yeah. Yeah. Think like
okay, gotcha. That's the only cheerleading reference I have is that movie.
It's done been brought in. Yeah. All right, guys. We appreciate you. Catch us,
everybody, for stopping by. Next week
we'll be on any platform. Peace.
Yes, next week. Longer. Peace out, guys.